And welcome to another On Sports Views. Tonight I'm reviewing Colorado Rapids 0, Portland Timbers 1 in the Western Conference semifinal of the 2021 MLS Cup playoffs. Took a late goal from the Portland Timbers to win it. Even though they weren't the better team tonight, that was definitely the Colorado Rapids. But a lot of drama in this game, and we'll get into it. Halftime ended up being 0-0. Laris Mabiala in the 90th minute scores the goal to win it. Ball played in, bounces around the penalty area. Mora gets fouled as the play is going on. Mabiala gets onto the ball. Open net. Yarbrough comes out. And Mabiala just roofs it. He says, I'm doing this myself. No extra time. Pulls a beast-like move and just roofs it to the top of the net. 1-0 for the Portland Timbers. Then in the 90-plus fourth minute, Dairon Asprilla gets a red card against Galvan. Galvan pushes him. Asprilla retaliates, puts him in a headlock, trying to get the ball back, punches him on the way down. The referee catches Asprilla for that he shouldn't have done it. But frankly, you're going to get caught retaliating, so why do it? He gets a red card. He's out for the Western Conference final. And depending on the disciplinary committee decision, could be out for MLS Cup or the first game of the season, depending on what happens for the Timbers. I wouldn't be shocked if he's out for both of those. And he honestly deserves it. That's stupid. You're right at 90 plus 4. It was 4 minutes of stoppage time as it was. And you just go and punch a guy, trying to headlock him, get the ball back, after he pushes you in the back. What was that? If I'm Gio Savarese, and I'm sure he would, as soon as they get back to the locker room, I bet he's reaming him out. And don't cry. Dairon Asprilla was crying once he was walking off the field from that red card, knowing he was being stupid. And it's funny because playoff Dairon Asprilla was regular season Dairon Asprilla this year. Playoff Dairon is regular season Dairon this year. And honestly, you shouldn't be doing what you did. That was absolutely stupid. Brain dead. And you cost your team. Because Kansas City, we all know, out of anything, we all know Real Salt Lake are not beating Kansas City on Sunday. That is impossible. They just somehow beat Seattle in a penalty shootout, just like how Seattle beat Toronto in 2016. It's not happening 2 games in a row. Real Salt Lake, calm down, okay? Kansas City will beat the ever-loving tar out of you, just like they did Vancouver. You're about that level. They'll park the bus and then beat the tar out of you. Just wait. So Kansas City versus Portland in the Western Conference Final, most likely. Losing your best player over the season. Diego Valeri on the bench. Sebastian Blanco's hurt too. Not good, okay? So that's a bad mistake, and Asprilla knows it, but I'd ream him out if I was the coach. Back to the point. Stats are as follows. 10 shots to 12. Game ended 1-0 to the Timbers, of course. 10 shots to 12. 3 shots on goal to 4. 55% possession to 45% possession. 441 passes to 369 passes. 84% pass accuracy to 80. 8 fouls to 10. 0 yellows to 2. 0 reds to 1. Asprilla, of course. 3 offside to 0. 6 corners to 5. For me, Colorado was the better team. They deserved to win. Honestly, they deserved extra time. They deserved more time. Colorado was the better team. Portland did not do anything. The only thing that hurt Colorado was not shooting, having no finishing product. They were better defensively. They had better offensive plays. They had better set pieces, but Portland held out and got the 1 goal that they needed. Portland did not show up tonight at all, except for that one moment, frankly. They played defensively to get the upset. Portland was not good at all. Sebastian Blanco wasn't the magician he normally is before he got hurt. Jimmy Chara, both the Charas, Jimmy and Diego, pretty much non-existent. The back line, okay, they were good, but they were defending well. Steve Clark was the only player of note that showed up for the Timbers. Their defense, that was it. Offensively, no Asprilla. He got his show ran by a makeshift left wing back, got so pissed off, he retaliated when somebody came after him. The replacement for that. Or no, Galvan was replaced K. But still, when they actually put an actual wing back out there, he retaliates on him. Asprilla was absolutely dreadful tonight. Everybody on the Timbers, they should not have won this game. It's a Thanksgiving miracle. Given to you delivered to you on the Mayflower, I guess. Wow. That's new territory. For me, why the Timbers were so bad, don't know. They got it done. And I think now we realize why Alexi Lawless put them as number 5 in his power rankings and why the Timbers are 8th place in MLS Cup odds. Makes sense now. That Minnesota game was absolutely an aberration, I guess. In this whole second half of the season. This was early season Timbers, and they found a way to win. Away. Great for them. Rapids were better. They should have won. The Rapids should have won, but that's football. The ball's round, and that's what happens. Sometimes you lose when you don't deserve to lose, and sometimes you win when you don't deserve to win, especially in playoff knockout football. That's life. Cry about it. I did say Portland would win. I was right about that. Not this way, though. Not this way, though. They didn't try. They found one goal, and there you go. And horrible performance by the Timbers. Great performance by the Rapids that goes to waste. Robin Fraser set his team up well, and the one thing that did him in was the fact they couldn't break down a low block. Portland parked the bus. And Colorado, like a lot of times they have this season, could not break down the low block. And there you go. And sadly, that's a great season wasted by the Colorado Rapids in one game where they were the better team and they got beat by somebody who had no reason to beat them. And sadly for Robin Fraser, I feel for him, former Toronto FC assistant manager, of course. I feel sorry for him. I respect him. I expected something like this to happen, but I thought it would be a rusty Rapids team, not a smash and grab by the Timbers. I thought they'd be dominant. Nah, I didn't expect a smash and grab. The Rapids were the dominant team, not the Timbers. And the Timbers smashed and grabbed it. And sadly enough, and they found a way, and you have to give them credit for that. But there you go. So man of the match for me, Laris Mabiala, because he scored the goal. And he was also great defensively, which is all the Timbers had, frankly, tonight. Defense. So Laris Mabiala, for me, is my man of the match. He ended it single-handedly. And my lolcow of the night is Tyrone Asprilla, because why would you be that stupid as the game is pretty much ending and give it 3 more minutes of stoppage time after you get red carded and probably hurt your team for later in the playoffs, whether it's just next round, and if they somehow get through, who knows if it's MLS Cup. Disco may have to rule on that. You're a lolcow. That was idiotic, Tyrone Asprilla. Completely idiotic. Where's your brain? Idiotic. So there you go. So if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Support the channel. Be awesome if you do. Support by liking, sharing, commenting, subscribing, hitting that big red bell notification if you subscribe. Super chats on the live streams, putting this in playlists and sharing this with your friends and family. Next, I'll have a live watch-along for SKC versus Real Salt Lake and an RSR for Philadelphia versus Nashville on Sunday. I'll be back. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. Happy Thanksgiving. Enjoy the rest of the holiday weekend with your families. I'll see you soon. Peace.